What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Katrina Chantel. Today I'm actually going to be talking about my first experience working, not my first experience, my experience in general working in a corporate salon. Now, the first ever salon I worked in was actually a private salon, and then from there I ended up realizing that I wasn't that great. So I ended up going the corporate salon route just because they give you training and whatnot, so it just seemed like the best idea. But today I'm just going to be talking about the highs and lows of working in a corporate salon, who it's good for, who it's not good for. But if you haven't already, do me a favor and click that subscribe button. Also, I am a local Atlanta hairstylist and I specialize in blondes and balayage. Do me a favor, follow my Instagram and check me out. Otherwise, let's get into this. So actually, when I first started working in a corporate salon, I'll be honest, I loved it. I thought everything about it was great. You get walk-ins, like lots of walk-ins, like it's crazy, especially from working in a private salon at first. Quick backstory, I only worked at a private salon for maybe about 4 months before I basically got fired. I quit, but they was gonna fire me. It's whatever. Working in a private salon, most of you stylists who know, there's not many walk-ins. You spend most of your day sitting around unless, sorry, the dog. Sorry, my best friend has a Frenchie and they drool a lot and he just went bleh, bleh, bleh. So that was gross. Anywho. So yeah, when you first start off working in a corporate salon, it's actually like the best experience, especially for a new hairstylist. You get so many walk-ins, you meet so many different kinds of people, you do so many different kinds of haircuts, it's ridiculous. I probably, like in the first 3 months of working in a corporate style salon, I definitely learned a lot, and like I would say from my skill level went from 0, which it was at, because unfortunately in cosmetology school you do not learn that much. But I went from like 0 to like 30% in like 3 months. Like it was ridiculous, the growth that I did. Another good thing about working in corporate salons is most of the time, like, because most of y'all don't know this, but by law, if you work for a salon that's paying you commission, they, like basically, if you don't make enough, if your commission ends up being less than hourly, they have to pay you hourly. By law. Most salons don't do that, but just so you know, in case you're mad and somebody wants to sue. So most corporate salons, that's what they do. You either get hourly or commission. So basically, if your commission is super duper high and you've kind of beat out the hourly, you'll get your commission pay. If your commission pay ends up being lower than hourly, they'll give you the hourly pay, which ends up being more. So basically, you're always going to get whatever is more. So that's another good thing, because then you know you're getting a guaranteed paycheck, because y'all know us hairstylists don't make money at first. And then it's just a lot more incentives than what you would get in a regular private salon. Like I said, you get the hourly pay, it's guaranteed, you know it's coming every single 2 weeks or week or however your salon pays you. You definitely get training. A lot of those corporate salons have built-in training. The salon that I worked for, that's kind of how they did it. So it was all free, which is great, because then you can learn things for free. And all you have to do is sign up. You have to go on your own time, but it's still a free class, as opposed to going to Salon Centric or Cosmoprof class, and on their board they're usually like $45 to $65. I'm just saying. I also definitely like the fact that they gave me health insurance, because if you work in a private salon or work for yourself or whatever, or just booth rents, you're not gonna get health insurance unless you pay for it yourself. So corporate salons are good because companies give you health insurance, and yeah. So I would say those are all the good things about working for a corporate salon. As far as the bad things go, it just kind of hinders you a little bit, is the only thing that I can say. A lot of corporate salons, they definitely want, basically anyone that walks through the door, it's not your clients in their minds. It's actually the salon's clients or the company's clients. So that's how they view it. So they don't let you give out your personal information to them. They kind of shy away from people like following you on Instagram or you promoting your Instagram, because then that leaves them a personal link to you. And Yeah, basically they get all weird about that. Okay, so basically when you're leaving a corporate salon, a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll start handing out like their business cards on the low, or they'll start giving clients their number. If a corporate salon notices that and sees that, you're like fired immediately on the spot, because those are not your clients and you're technically stealing from the company is how they see it, unfortunately. I also even noticed, actually I had a friend who noticed, she would always try to get clients in her chair when she did work in a corporate salon, or at the same salon I worked in. And a lot of the times, like, she wouldn't get clients because of the company she worked for. Because if you don't know, a corporate salon is like a Great Clips, a Hair Cuttery, a Sports Clips, a Supercuts. Like, those salons are corporate salons. And a lot of you people, I'm sure when you heard me say the names, kind of got a bad taste in your mouth, because a lot of times corporate salons just have a bad reputation just because they kind of hire anybody, and they like to hire new people, which means higher chance of getting your hair fucked up. She noticed actually that a lot of people wouldn't want to actually come to her because she did work in one of those corporate salons, and that made them be like, sorry, no. So when she left, all the people that wanted to come to her before, and she was working in a private salon, she left to a private salon, a whole bunch of people ended up coming to her out of nowhere, because it's just something about like a company's name and their reputation. I would say those are definitely like the pros and cons of working in a corporate salon. Me personally, my experience, it was like, it started off really, really good, and then it was just like the more doors I walked through, the more curtains I opened, I just realized this place really sucks. It really holds you back, especially for a person who's as creative as I am. Like, not many corporate stylists are on here making YouTube videos. It's just not a thing that they do, because they like that like 9-to-5 lifestyle. Me, I don't. I work my ass off to only work 4 days a week, because I want to make the most amount of money in the shortest amount of time, so I can have the most amount of free time, because I have a child. And I like to do stuff like this, and I want to educate people. I want to do so much more. So, but I still love doing hair. But I feel like I've noticed a lot of people that stay in corporate salons for a long time don't have that creativity, don't have that drive, don't have that want to really get out there. So it's like, it sucks if you're a person like me who is a true creative, who wants to kind of have their foot dipped in a little bit of everything. Like, it sucks. It just feels like you're like in this suffocating place and you can't get out. That was kind of my experience in a corporate salon. I ended up just really hating it. I became the most negative person I've ever become, and I'm positive AF. So I hated being that negative person. I would see it happening, but I couldn't stop myself from being so negative about it, like all the time negative. So working in a corporate salon can be good if you're a new stylist or a new stylist in a new city. Those are good reasons to go into a corporate salon. I wouldn't stay there forever. I would kind of get your feet wet, get a clientele, get out. And I also feel like there's like this cult culture in corporate salons. Like, I'll never forget, I was in a class where this guy was like, I live and breathe this company. And I was just like, why? Like, I know you're getting paid good because you're like a higher level than most people, but like, I don't understand why you live and breathe a company that's not yours. I hated being in a corporate salon. I don't think I'll ever go back unless I'm like desperate for money. I just see no reason for me to be in a corporate salon anymore. But like I said, if you are a new stylist in a new city and you feel like working in a corporate salon is gonna be right for you, I would go for it, just because, like I said, it's an easy way to gain clientele, it's guaranteed money, and then you can build yourself up, and then GTFOH. Whew, sorry, dishwasher scared the shit out of me. Anyways, so yes, that is my experience working in a corporate salon. I don't think I'll ever do it again, but I'm not trying to discourage you from doing it. I feel like if you feel like it's the best decision for you, go for it. If you feel like it's not, especially based on what I've just told you in this video, don't. I hope you guys gained some information. I know I ramble a lot, so sorry. And if you didn't already, do me a favor, subscribe to my channel now. If you did like this video and like what you see, give me a thumbs up. Also, once again, feel free to follow my hair page and my personal page. like I said, I am in the Atlanta area and I specialize in blondes and balayage. And yeah, that is all. So I will catch you guys another time. Goodbye.